Hey guys, Coach Keith Kepner here. I'm going to give you an awesome hack for beating a better boxer or surviving working with a better boxer, all right? I use this strategy when I have someone who maybe doesn't have any fights or maybe they just have a couple fights as an amateur and they're be sparring someone that's of a much higher level that's a little bit dangerous, and I need to make sure that my person stays safe because at the end of the day, the most important thing with boxing is being able to protect yourself first. The second thing is being able to land punches, all right? So let's run through this. The answer is obviously changing range because think about it. No matter how good you are at head movement as a beginner or even intermediate going against someone that's much higher than you, no matter how good you are at moving your head or maybe footwork or maybe your hand defense, catching, blocking punches, etc., it doesn't matter because that better person is going to be able to exploit any gaps you have, any delays you have, or anything like that. So it's very important to just take a macro concept that's really simple that will have a big impact and help you out when you're going against someone that's better than you. All right? So you have your boxer here, you have your other boxer, right? And if they're both out of range, they both can't hit each other, all right? So you're good, you're safe there. So if you're boxing a better boxer, how you're gonna be able to beat them perhaps, or at least survive, it's just by being out of range. Now, of course, you're not gonna land punches there, so what do you gotta do? You have your range there, you're gonna have to step into the range. And when you step into range, right, you get the opportunity to do something, to land something, but also you're gonna maybe get the opportunity to get hit, maybe get hurt, maybe lose at the least, but get hurt at the worst. All right, that's in range. Now, if you get closer than in range, that's what we call smothering, right? So you're smothering. Think about smothering a fire. A fire can't burn if it doesn't have oxygen, if it doesn't have anything to breathe, and they don't have anything to breathe on either. So if you're close enough, if you locked it all the way down, completely smothered on someone, they can't necessarily hit you at that exact moment, right? So you are safe in that moment. Now, here's the boxer that you're going against, the better boxer. Now, that's their range right there, all right? So let's talk about these different range positions, all right? So first you have out of range, right? Like we talked about earlier. You're out of range. You can't be hit. They can't hit you. You're good. If you can keep that, you're totally good, but you're never going to win or beat them because you're never going to punch them. And also, eventually, they'll close the gap on you because it is, four quarters is a square. You only got so far that you can run. And like Joe Louis said, you can run, but you can't hide. All right? Then when you step into their range, that first step, that's like long range shots. Think about the one and the two, right? You get the opportunity to hit them, but also I got the skull and crossbones there because you have the opportunity to get nailed as well, all right? And then you're a little bit closer. So like kind of think of medium range, like hook range and things like that. You can get hit by all nice variety of punches, right? A buffet of punches. And then you have the smother, right? That's that other check mark. So you got the check mark on the out of range, you got the check mark on the smothered range, meaning you're so close, you're like shoulder, shoulder, chest to chest. They really can't get off very good punches, okay? They can throw some really, really short punches, but it's just hard to do and it's hard to adjust. Trust me. I see very experienced fighters have trouble adjusting to that close range, all right? So now all these other areas too are also safe. Think about it. You're out of those lines of fire. Why is that? Because if I'm boxing you, I can hit you within this parameter here. Once you kind of start moving over to that side, it's going to be hard to hit you, all right? So that's why all those other marks are out of that line of fire. That just means simply that better boxer will have to change their position a little bit, recalibrate their sights on their weapon to be able to hit you, all right? Now, here's you as a boxer. You're starting out of range, right? Because all boxing starts out of range, right? Ding, 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 ding. You're out of range. That round starts, you're sparring or fighting a better boxer, all right? Now, in order to do something, though, what you got to do? You got to step into that kill zone to get what you need, all right? So you step in there to land your shots. You do what you need to do. And then exit out to the side. Go to that other check mark, all right? So you start off with the, in the check mark out of range. You're totally safe, totally cool. You go in to danger zone to get what you need to get, all right? Many different ways to do that, but this is just overall macro ideas. And then, boom, you step out the side door. You're good there. Now, and then from there, you don't stay there. You circle around. Then, here's another scenario. You're outside, out of range, everything's cool, right? That's how the round starts or how the situation starts. Then, you maybe come all the way to in tight, where you can land your hooks, uppercuts, things like that. Maybe you're a shorter boxer, you got to get real close in it. And of course, you've done that appropriately and in the right ways. And then from there, what do? You can go in and smother. Smother, now they don't have anything. And then what you can do from there is take a little half step back out again, land some shots, and then go back in, smother again. You're safe again. Smother the fire, all right? It's a really powerful thing to either be trading between out of range or smother. If they don't know if you're out or if you're in and where you're going, you're going to be good. It's going to be hard for them to adjust as long as you keep changing it, right? And then from there, you can stay there or you can circle around, all right? So you smother in all the way and just turn around. Beautiful, and you're good to go. And then they have to recalibrate in order to hit you, ideally, if you do it quick enough and you're obviously always protecting yourself at all times. All right, now this is what you don't want to do, all right? So here we are. Here's our zones, all right? So you're going to be in the death zone. This is what we do when we box someone better than us and we're not thinking about these things, or our coach isn't helping us focus on these items. We're in dead zone. We get a little closer to that hook and uppercut range. And then we go maybe back out just enough so that we're getting hit by the straight punches, the jabs, the right hands, things like that. We'll step back in, we'll get up, and just back and forth, back and forth. You're just stuck in that kill zone, all right? Now, this is another thing you don't want to do too, is you're in that kill zone and then you go out the side door, all right? Now, you said, Keith, you just said to do that. Yes, you do that, but now watch what you're going to be doing. You go back into kill zone, and then you go back out that same side door, all right? So you're in kill zone, side door, in kill zone, side door, all right? What's going to happen? The person you're boxing is not stupid. They're more experienced than you. They're a better boxer, all right? So they're just going to recalibrate their radar and their aim. They're just going to turn it just enough so that now it's no longer a check mark over there, all right? Straight down line is kill zone, and that side door now becomes a kill zone because now they can anticipate you going out that side door. They know, okay, you're going to be in kill zone, you're going to be on side door. Kill zone, side door. Okay, just got to calibrate that just enough. Know he's going to go there, bam, going to catch you going there. So if you just repeat these patterns, you're going to get nailed even if it's a good strategy. So remember that. Now here's the next way that can, you get X'd out, boom, skull and crossbones, not a good time, all right? Now here's another way that you could repeat the same pattern and make a mistake, all right? You can take correct boxing, repeat it too much, and against a better boxer, they're going to exploit you, they're going to get you, all right? You start off out of range. You're good, all right? Now, you come in range. Cool. We're looking good. We're going to land some shots real quick. Quick, straight shots ideally, right, from that range, of course. Now we go right back out again. Then we come in, then we go right back out again. I'm going in, I'm going out, I'm going in, going out. A decent boxer can catch you on that. Yes, a beginner is not going to be able to catch you because they don't know when you're coming in, coming out. But I see it so many times when one of my guys who's less experienced is boxing against a pro or someone with a lot of amateur fights, and my guy only has a couple amateur fights or no fights, and they'll go in and go out, go in, go out. And it's looking good for a while. But then I see that more experienced guy start to calibrate and start to adjust the range where they were missing some of those shots initially when my guy would step out of their range. They know, okay, I know they're stepping out X number of inches, right? They don't literally think it like that, but they know how much now they need to step in to go after them, all right? So they adjust that radar, pull it down, and they know they just got to be a little closer. Now that becomes the kill zone. It's no longer safe anymore, all right? So it's very important to remember these concepts when we're boxing someone better than us. This is the hack. This is going to do you better than trying to focus in that moment on move your head more. You know, obviously all the basics are important, right? If your chin is up in the air and you get nailed in the jaw, that's going to be a problem, all right? But if you got all the reasonable basics going, I'll tell you, you can actually get away with some flaws in those basics and things like that. Because again, you're maybe just starting out, or you're a novice boxer, and this is how you're going to be able to survive and perhaps even beat someone that's a better fighter just because of your use of these different ranges. It's as simple as that. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share it, guys. I'm going to do more of these strategy videos soon.